Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nat 13's Sidekicks.
Nat 13 Sidekicks!
The ongoing tale of a bunch of teen superheroes trying to save the world, pass that math class, and kick some ass. I'm your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me, as always, are the wonderful members of Vanguard. Say hello, everyone!
Hello, everyone! I like that we're
man.
doing a whole new intro, and it's been like 25 minutes.
What are you talking
about?
about? We're always here this time of the week. It's been a whole week. We've just been here for 7 days.
We threatened to throw August out of his window if he didn't keep on playing. He's shackled to the floor right now.
Don't admit that on camera. I promise.
Last time we saw the Vanguard. Finding out more about Toast Boy, now rusted over, rust it seems, has been a bit of a, shall we say, jump from teammate to teammate back from the grave. Eaglet returning, helping save Cabaret, this creature, this man, who was trying to get you to help as well. He called you a chrysalis. Having this moment to then stop, work as a team, talk together, realizing this man is an alien, a devote, also known as the Master, who has done so much to antagonize you all. Setting up his own puppet, the whack, killing yourself, or rather letting your consciousness go back to your previous life, realizing you were sacrificed in the name of this group to whatever ends you don't know, and it is why you have this curse on. Figuring out, B, that your dad is so far involved in this, he may be one of these dark master mages. Talked about well before we were even streaming on cam, these dark mages trying to resurrect gods, and who's to say these gods are not the devote, these old and ancient aliens ready to take over the world. All they need is the right people in power and the good people out of power. But that's where you all come in.
We figured out Orange.
Orange. It's the Master Mages
And
with
that-
their orange robes.
Bee's dad murked me, so that's...
Bee's dad did kill Thwack, actually, in his first life. With everything going on, the plan started to formulate the ideas of how do we take these people down. There's a lot to take down. In which point, I am going to give you the big options. I'm going to do a big, like, not too long, but like I'm going to kind of bullet point what you know and what you can do. And you all can tell me what you want to do about this. In total, Prism is an organization multifaceted in its approach. You already know that the Azure Company is well and truly done for, shall we say. They killed Hector Winthrop, the CEO, just because he allowed you all to get close. While it's not a bad idea to go back, it's definitely the lowest priority. Next would be Gray Industries. As far as any of you have ever figured out, Gray Industries is just a supplier. It's like if Saffron Holding being the bank, Gray Industries is the raw material that they use for all of this. Not terrible, but there's not a lot of connection strongly. Next up in this kind of grouping is the Violet Stores Company. Violet has a lot of tie-ins, especially to the electronics everyone uses, not the least of which Toast Boy's raw materials that made him Toast Boy in the first place. That is very unknown. Saffron Holdings is the bank. It is the paper trail. Going there is gonna give you a lot of information. You're not sure what you could find, and it would be hard to find a place for Saffron Holdings, if that makes sense. That being said, as we come to these tops, the Orange Company, the Master Mages being next. You have leads being Bee's father, that ancient temples, places of old gods, old religions, are places they go. That's stronger leads than anything else right now in going up. The next one going up, stronger than Orange just because of the obviousness, is Rainforest, the company that is run by Jared Zena. heavily involved, who has been email chains with a lot of these dangerous people. The Rainforest CEO head building is easy enough to find. That's very obvious. Everyone kind of knows where Jared Zena is on a day-to-day basis. You can't be a trillionaire and not have people know. And finally, Scarlet Incorporated. You have the knowledge and know-how with Scarlet of who's behind it, these chrysalis beings that are being made. You have a place in Detroit. You know where to go with that. And outside of all this, important to note, bringing this back in, is Alcatraz itself. A lot of villains are quote-unquote being held there, not the least of which is Frank Porter, supposedly, who is the speedster that has been working for a lot of these people. You also know Governor Roger Jones is there, and so that could be a possibility of going to where he is. There's a lot of options. As a team, the Vanguard can choose now how the best approach. It, I think, was off cam, so I will bring in Eaglet's idea of if we have a pronged approach. If you go to the Warriors, get superheroes, and do a massive raid across, I will say already, you know that's a strong idea because the Warriors are pros. They are powerful heroes. You are all level 6. To give you the idea, any hero you're bringing is at least a level 14 character, if that makes sense. It's that level of power.
Level 40.
Level 40. 4d6. As this is being said then, a lot of options, a lot of stuff has happened. I'm going to actually say, being voted, having taken charge, Psyche, leading this team around this table. It is early Saturday morning. It is an early Saturday morning in December that you have all awoken to, had these thoughts. Important to know, Russ, you called Russ back really quick just to get his input. This is how you remembered a lot about, hey, remember, Toast Boy Russ, when we were fighting those pyramid beings, these solar creatures, gods and entities that we know exist, also pulling back. There is some entity out there in the dark seas that brought Toast Boy back. There's also entities that brought Thwack into this banished state, I guess. They're different than the Devote, it sounds like. There seems to be a differentiation between what we would consider gods and true gods, just powers that exist. This being said, Psyche, you can lead the discussion here. What's going to be the plan? And people, of course, can have input and have their choices, but how is this going to shake down?
Okay, I do think Eaglet's idea is a smart one, having that multifaceted approach. We kind of talked about this off cam a little bit, but I would be taking on the Master Mages, along with Thwack, because that's our most direct ties. My father being the leader of that, and Thwack being kind of created by them. And Dove could help take down Scarlet Industries, Toast.
I'm going after Violet.
Violet, that's what it was, yeah. And
I would
Eaglet.
like to accompany Dove.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't know how Carl fits on all this.
Yeah,
so Carl,
where do you want to go?
where do you want to go, bud?
Dynamics wise, it would be nice to have him with Rust, but I'm not playing opposite myself. I think he'd go with wherever Thwack's going.
Okay.
So Carl would be with Psyche and Thwack currently.
But I think we should all go to the pyramid first.
Don't
Yes.
have anybody going to Gray though, which is kind
There's
of
important to know.
place to hit.
Saffron Holdings, it's hard to nail that
Or
down,
Saffron.
is pretty open. No one's going to Rainforest also, it sounds like. Blue, of course, being that kind of open option, it's not necessary. And Gray also, it's a very open option, but no one there.
Yes.
If you go to the pyramid, you can start learning quickly what heroes you can have. So if that's the goal of quick, we're pausing discussion to go get more options, that's
I
fine.
think as
think-
much as possible, we should only bring in the people who have been our mentors.
Yeah.
I
think
feel like
so.
if we
Also, just as a thing, I don't want to send Carl alone to anything.
Oh.
No
Why
offense,
not?
Carl.
yeah.
If yes,
I'd
it's
be
Carl.
fine.
It's not
Um,
because of your abilities. It's because of my conscience personally.
Velocity
don't
is
want
gonna
me to
go with
kill
you,
anybody?
Toast Boy.
I don't want you to die.
I don't know
With
if
Toast
I
Boy?
can.
Because apparently Velocity and Toast Boy might.
Velocity's gonna go with Toast Boy just because
They got a thing.
We'll see where Ollie
They got
fits
a
in that picture.
thing.
too deep leadership, right? We gotta go together.
All right.
No one alone. No one alone.
Okay. And then we should figure out if we could get any heroes to go to Saffron. Just hit the paper trails because, like I said earlier, if we don't get them, they
Yeah.
might disappear.
Vanish probably knows the most about what we know
Yes.
because she's kind of been with us through that.
And if we could get a pro speedster up in the... Get your uncle.
Well, Hermes is retired, isn't he?
Oh.
Hermes- It's yes, but I mean, I'm sure if we ask,
It's
he's
kind
done-
of an
An
emergency.
in and out for like a holdings company might...
if you send
Nice.
Hermes to Saffron, he could clear that place out, so to speak, in the time it takes you all to do something. Like Hermes could one man solo anything just because of speed. If
Yeah.
if
But
if
fights
there's,
break
like,
out, of course, probably not. But
meta
like,
dampening and stuff, it might be good to just always like 2-man deep. But I mean, I guess I don't know how
Well, we have
good he is.
tech for the
Oh yeah, have we been,
metacuffs that
have the
protect.
metacuffs.
weren't we or you developing?
That's what we were working on.
a
was
thing?
Go ahead,
developing-
give me an Arcana check. You can have advantage now because Toast Boy, the mechanic expert, is back.
the that good
The
spell.
SWAT.
Because yeah, it's the frequency of how to either stop or start meta powers.
I guess you'd already have proficiency.
It's a natural 13 for the first one.
Nat 13.
Natural 13 is the better of those two.
Do you still have that?
On a nat 13.
And your
You-
Arcana's 2?
Oh, Arcana. Yeah.
So
Can she add
15.
my proficiency since it's I'm helping her
Yeah.
with it?
Okay, what's
So
Plus 3.
plus 3.
Okay,
So 16. It might be volatile. I'll tell you this. It's you think as of right now, it might be a one-time thing. It's not strong enough as a spell, like as a consistent. It's something you could try, and it's a pass or fail kind of thing right now, and then it would take more effort. It's, yeah, that rough of like, I could use this now, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Are we going to the pyramid now?
Yes.
Time to call in the big guns and say, hey guys, we did metal when you said don't metal.
I don't
Hey,
Here we
wait,
go.
hasn't no. Hasn't Merlin been undercover?
No one knows where he is.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like there's one other thing that we should do first, but I don't
Wait.
remember what it is.
Is this still the last thing that you told me about Merlin and they just don't know yet?
Yep.
Okay. I was just wondering if it
You
was like...
can't metagame
I
that.
just
I
wanna know if
accidentally told Megan.
I just
where
wanted to know
Merlin
if it
is.
was like a different thing that I hadn't caught up to or if it was still that.
Yeah.
He's in the ocean. Wearing
He's a jellyfish.
Merlin
He's a
is
god!
Merlin's
We
your
know
warlock
that
mage.
Merlin has taken on a more androgynous form. He looks more like a female or feminine presenting individual at this point in time.
The last thing is, yeah, Merlin technically does not have a true gender, being a shapeshifter-based superhero, more masculine presenting to the public, but the
Love that for
last
them.
Psyche you saw was in a feminine presenting appearance. Here we go. I will tell you this then. You arrive at the pyramid. You will see Vanish is kind of working. Pros are coming in and out. Like, we've said this before. I never really take time to describe it. There's always pros here to some capacity. People are using facilities, using it as a rest stop, for food even. Like, hey, it's just a really nice hub for heroes. All of you enter in, the 7 of Vanguard, walking in crazy enough in that fun, very prismatic color scheme as well, just between how all of you look and feel. Vanish sees you, and her passive insight clocks that you guys need to immediately is going to usher you into a private side room. Close the door, turn. What's going on?
So we found out
Connected everything.
everything. It's all connected. No.
Everything.
I promote a
Everything what?
Trojan.
What
I just
do
start to info dump like from the
top,
like
and this person and that
I mean, I was
person.
gonna
this
kind of lead with, asking what Earth Heroes know about the Devote and like start from the
Devote.
top.
She will say this: Devote are such a strange species. We've only ever heard of two, these twins, but they. Mimic and Mir passed away many years ago. These twins used to be Devote on Earth. They tried their best, gave their lives.
What about the Master?
As far as we know, they told us that was just a tyrannical dictator from their world.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
here.
he's the
Okay.
head of everything.
What are we doing?
We're
And
He's
dying.
interested in me.
Carl, we're dying! No!
Yeah, so
We need help
he's screwing up
infiltrating
that world, everything.
every holding
orange.
at once.
Okay.
Explain orange.
We'd like to launch
We
a
need a
simultaneous
massive...
assault.
And my
I'm a crystal.
She's gonna play...
murdered by the dad.
We don't have time to unpack that. Don't explode, I guess. Okay, listen. Here's what... Okay,
Explode.
let's take care of this, okay? Sounds like you guys have done your research.
They're the ones
Now
in
it's
charge
time
of
for the big hero
pyramids.
stuff. We need to take action, right?
Yes.
So-
We're going with you though.
She's gonna say this
Dividing and
differently.
conquering.
She says, "I assumed so." She'll give you these options. You have 3 options. 1, you guys go it alone. It means you'd have great stealth, because again, it's the 7 of you, but that's it. 2, she can call on select group, your guys' mentors, like a small team, people you know you can basically trust in that capacity. You may not be able to totally balance spread everything. It may not be perfect, but it'd be great. Option 3 is we label this to give you the
Operation Bum Rush.
basically
please.
There's an actual threat level indicator.
Operation.
This is a
Joints.
double black square world ending event. It is a world ending event by supervillains, natural disaster, like the heist you can get, like, and not just our world, like universe, galaxy level, like
Oh,
this
yeah.
is it.
Like he
If-
has his fingers in.
So if that happens, that's everyone. As in, you could have your mentors with you, because heroes would be going everywhere.
So here's what I vote we do. Since we're not, excuse me, it's like the places where it's more paper trails, we want to get in and out quietly. We don't really need anything there. If we send small teams to those, 20 minutes after that, we go in big. That way we can get in and out of places that are.
A stealth and then a double diamond.
Stealth and then, yeah. Because that's the thing. All these places, sorry, I should point out the other big places that we've yet to say is Roger Jones' personal mansion that he has in Florida and Alcatraz are the other 2 places of, like, that you, like, people you know are on the list, people, locations, they just don't perfectly fit with the color yet. Or, like, they probably do, but it's like they are kind of outside because, like, well, they're there.
I got
I
that
think
down the road.
for that to work, we don't necessarily need a time delay, though. It's more how we allocate the teams, right? Like, we can still have them
Well,
go in at the same time.
No, because if we don't want to be noticed at one place, if they notice we're hitting 2 or 3 places at the same time, they're gonna pull up the guard on everywhere else. So those places that we don't want people to be as noticed in, we want to give them time to get in and be on their way out. Oh no, it's my turn.
Stop running the throat.
Velocity
way
takes
out.
over.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we have mitigated risk of discovery and them slinking back into shadow.
Only doing the double diamond when we need to do the full assault.
So we bring in... This is Vanish. So, smaller group of heroes, but I have pulse on the trigger to call a double diamond at drop of a hat.
yes.
Okay, cool. I will... This is going to take some time. This is what it'll mean. Vanish then won't be able to perfectly be there because she is going to have to be a observant of, like, the second you guys are ready for double diamond, if that comes to it, she can then call it in. If she's in the heat of battle, there's a possibility she gets knocked out, there's a possibility it doesn't work, and she needs help coordinate to immediately start getting positions ready. I mean, being that leader of, okay, these 5 heroes that I know of are going to go here, these 12 here, these 8 here, because if you're in the midst of battle, you can't call that perfectly.
Oh, side note for Toast Boy. By the way, let's not accidentally kill anyone because Merlin is undercover somewhere.
Vanish.
I managed to kill Merlin.
Vanish
I would-
looks at you and Toast Boy. Neither of you heard that. That is redacted information.
Never mind.
I didn't
Whoops.
say anything.
I messed up
I
on
know
that.
you didn't. That's the problem.
That was Eleanor messing up and metagaming.
Okay,
No,
so
that was metagaming.
I thought it was my
I
advantage
thought
being
that
like,
was common
I know you
knowledge.
wouldn't have said anything, so
I'm
it's rather
so
concerning
sorry.
people say
I am
this.
so sorry.
Cool. Metagame,
I
redacted,
accidentally-
retcon, red tape.
Retcon.
That never happened. So, here's what she
You
can
want
give
your
you.
black copy now?
You know, the second you put out the call, Mark is here. Okay? You've got the Mark. He is a human-based hero. He has trained his whole life to be an amazing fighter. Recharge is here at the drop of a hat.
How's he looking?
He is looking better. Definitely hasn't shaved, though, but definitely starts sobering up. Owlman will show up. He is a head member. Usually he has stuff. This is what's going to be great. Owlman's going to show up and give... Yeah, I've been investigating into Mr. Red and his corporation for some time, and their involvement with Prism.
I have his personal cell phone number. Wait, no. I have his personal cell phone number if you want it.
Give it. Yeah, Owlman. As funny enough, way back to that unrecorded session, that's what Owlman was doing way back with you, Eagle. Except he didn't tell you all that because it's that, like, in case something gets compromised.
So that was the time with Mr. Red.
Yeah. As
Well,
that
we
was...
didn't have you here to
Yeah.
That
tell
those
us.
2 attacks you missed with your blow dart gun, that's how he got away, and it would have
No.
been, it would have been wild, right? Animator's gonna show up, the hero that kind of took you under his wing, who works with like he is an amazing drawer. He draws things just to like make constructs. Think Yamamoto from My Hero, but like
Yeah.
only 2D, so it's a bit.
Or
His
Harold the
drawback
Purple
is
Crayon.
it takes him
Or,
longer to
or
draw.
like a mix between Momo and the
Or
the kid who.
Our guy from Naruto.
Exactly. Oh, that's
Well,
a
I
better
was
one.
thinking
That's a
the
better one.
other micro kid who yells out the sound
Side.
effects. And
Oh,
that
kind of.
becomes,
It's
like,
he can 2D. Give him enough time. In theory, he can make anything, any scale, but he needs material. And finally, Hermes will show up. Hermes can definitely solve something on his own. So you've got 6 heroes because Vanish is going to stay. Immediately start putting together a Black Diamond scenario, and of course, if no Black Diamond's needed, she can pop in and start helping wherever. Here's what you haven't covered. Cabaret and Eaglet, you want to look at Scarlet. Psyche, Thwack, and Carl are going to figure out Orange. Of course, you're going to want to figure out like maybe what temples you go to or what's going on there. Saffron Holdings is completely open. Rainforest is completely open. Blue and Gray with Azure Company and of course Gray Industries are pretty basic. They're like we've kind of already been there, and so it'd probably be a good idea. Let's like cover bases here. Because Toastboy and Velocity are going to hit up Violet right now.
Yes.
Violet stores start working their way through. I'm going to let you think about what you want to do exactly for Violet in that sense. And of course, Roger Jones, Alcatraz still exists. Do people... Let's start placing heroes. What do you guys want to do in that
I
sense?
kind of want to do get dirt on Roger Jones. But that's personal vendetta. I do want to work with the Mark.
Okay. Right now, then, Mark would be coming with Cabaret and Eaglet.
But I also know that Owlman was working with stuff on Mr. Red.
Owlman was working against Mr. Red and everything, who might still be involved with the Azure Company.
So he should go there.
So he can do... It's solid hero work of, like, let's make sure our enemies aren't slinking back into any holes, right? Like, okay, I'll go take those facilities. So that's a solid place to put Owlman.
We want to send Hermes through Saffron.
Yeah.
Hermes will do the paper trail.
And I don't want him to go alone. I think he needs another speedster or teleporter with him.
We
Okay.
don't have that many people.
Don't have that many people. Close to get is Velocity could go with,
Velocity, would
just
you be
because he's
willing
fast.
to do a double
But
mission?
then-
Vanish could go, but then Vanish can't help with the necessary precautions. Because right now, Velocity is just saying, he wants to go with you, Russ, just in that, like, let's make sure we're all pretty well divided. Just
What
keep...
about
Recharge. Where's
that-
Recharge going?
Recharge could go with you, Toast
Are we
Boy.
being watched at all?
Oh, Vanish right now is going to take that moment of realization. She'll make some checks. Nat 20. She does some quick scan, does some magic. You're good. Excellent. As
Because
I
we're
could-
doing a lot of planning. Like, well,
Yeah, I'm glad
if
you
they're
got
ready
that.
for us. then-
As
This is why
Velocity,
you're the leader.
Velocity and Hermes could solo Saffron Holdings so fast, and Recharge could go with Toast Boy.
I'm
Yeah.
more of a fan of that.
Yes, let's do that.
Because then if
So then what's still left?
they get done...
Right.
in enough time.
Gray and okay,
Yeah.
Rainforest. No one's on Rainforest. Gray isn't that big, and Roger Jones and Alcatraz. Those
Okay.
are the two kind of outside places.
So we need to know if this was the thing that I was saying earlier that we needed to know, but I couldn't remember what it was. The kill drug for the speed.
Mhm.
Is it done?
This is the big old box of doom.
If
Did
it's not,
Hermes?
could we just slip some arsenic into his food?
That may not work. He might burn through arsenic faster than you could pump it in.
metabolism.
That's the kill drug is more of a we're stopping metabolism and stuff rather than actual like what could normally take out
But
people.
stopping that
isn't he a
speed.
normal human until you add the...
Oh yeah.
So here's the thing though, slipping him, shall we say like arsenic when he's human, might be
I
harder.
have to stop and
No,
ask,
we do
did
something
anyone have a
psychological.
timer on the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Pizza?
I'm
1
gonna
minute,
do
51 seconds.
Okay. I was smelling it, I was like, I feel like that's gonna start burning soon.
start burning.
So it's probably
Because you
fine.
said
I'm
21
making
minutes, yeah.
a quick box of doom roll.
Excellent,
for-
that's what I did.
You want a high roll, is what I will say. That's a 16. Hermes will arrive. Zipping in just like velocity. It's kind of that worst feeling of, oh gosh, you're really suddenly here. Hermes shows up, has a concoction. I can have this ready in an hour. But do we wait an hour?
Well, they're not going to deliver the food in the next hour. What if you run to Saffron, pull everything, immediately start final preps?
That's a choice. Out of everything like that DM to say, that could work, but there's that space of window. Would they trigger Nitro before Hermes can get there? Like, is Hermes fast enough to get in and out without triggering anything before they go, shit, we need our speedster?
Also, Alcatraz is an island, isn't it?
Mhm.
I could explore my options.
See.
My concern is right now we have 4 places that don't have anyone assigned to them and no more heroes.
Green Gray, the Governor's Mansion, and Alcatraz.
So
You still
either
have...
We have Animato.
Yeah.
Um,
The animator,
Carl-
he's still available.
Carl could go to Gray Industries because we've already looked there. My perspective, and this is all 3 of us blending together.
That's it.
Yeah.
But my perspective is
Pizza.
they led us to Gray Industries. So if anything, I'm thinking there might be some info there, but it's predominantly going to be a dead end. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been like, look at us. So, like, I think Carl would be okay going
Just Carl Lazo.
yeah. Or is Goliath
I want one
able to be here? Is he off?
Goliath is off planet.
That's
That is why Goliath isn't
Hang
here.
on, if they know that we know about Gray though, would they have higher security there?
Why?
Well, yes,
Because
it's,
they would expect us to do something?
this is part of that puzzle of did they lead you to Gray because they're cool with you being there? Like, oh yeah, this is a burner place we can like, or is it
a
that
trap?
we've led you there and now we're gonna like really beef it up because we want you back? That's just you're gonna have to make a choice if that makes sense.
Sounds bad, but if the options are you going alone and you having a hero, then I would want Mark to go with you.
Gray. Well, no, because then you're going alone.
No,
Well,
Sean
Cabaret and
Beaglet.
Eagle.
Oh, right.
Cabaret and
right.
Eaglet would go.
I forgot.
So Carl and Mark. Anyway, yeah, Carl and Mark would be able to go to Gray. That leaves
Maybe we
3
shouldn't
places.
use we.
Animato could go to either Rainforest, Roger Jones, or Alcatraz. And I will say this. You could also keep this way. You guys could try going to multiple places because there is... Vanish will offer this. This sounds bad. We might hit dead ends immediately. Any of us could go to a place and realize that nothing of value is there. So we could have that backup. Or we might get bogged down and have to immediately trigger our double black diamond.
See, but the thing is that Alcatraz is where they house all of their villains that they can just get out whenever they want.
So hear me
So
out. You
maybe
use
have-
Animato to draw a door where we know his cell is.
Or just to watch Alcatraz and give us warning if anything.
Oh yeah, no, to be a scout to say here's what's going on.
Animato could very much be your scout there.
I think
Could
that's. a good
Animato
one.
draw an invisibility cloak?
No, just because he would have to be very present to use it.
Dang.
He can't just make magic items. Like, he could make for himself, like, oh, make a camo cloak for myself, and it would work pretty well. He can't give stuff to people is the only
No,
thing.
that's
I
what I
think she
meant.
meant for
That's
him.
what I meant.
Oh
so
yeah,
he can
no,
be
yeah. So for
undercover.
himself, he can sit there, camo himself, be like a spy there. It
Paint his
really just
face.
means no one's on the governor's mansion and no one's on Rainforest right now, which is not terrible, especially since you've got the
Well, we
might
all
of
know
the
that
pros
this-
at your side.
I almost used the wrong word. We all know that the governor, whoever that governor is, 'cause
The
I forgot
governor of
name that we're
Florida, who was no
Who
help,
was-
who's trying to run for president. Yeah.
Who also tried to
using.
was
We
there
know
when
that
you
he is
were.
being a political puppet.
murked.
The main information is our paper trails and our main areas. The one place I'm
That's
worried
right.
about is Amazon. I mean
Rainforest.
Well, but
Agreed.
Don't kill me.
it's loosely connected. They're mainly using it as shipping and supplying, which anybody can do. Like,
Yeah.
I doubt there
It's
will
just
be
because
paper
Amazon.
trails.
Here we go.
Rainforest.
Rainforest.
has the biggest shipping reach in the world.
Which is
And-
not something immediate enough to interfere with a fight.
And 99% of it is domestic.
Yeah. It'd be
You
like it would be searching
Okay.
for a needle in a haystack.
Wait,
Worst
so
comes to worst, we could always go back to Rainforest and the governor's mansion.
yes,
See,
and
sorry.
the governor is the one who's mostly been protected by the speedster, right? Like they're the most connected.
So if we take care of Alcatraz, then we
Take care of
know
the governor.
if we need to go to the governor. You know?
Yep.
We can get alerted that, hey, the speedster's on his way to the governor.
Here we go.
Because, okay, and I look over to Velocity. No offense, Velocity. But over long distances, a teleport is faster than a speedster. And I look at a...
Well, and Vanish is here until needed.
Yeah.
I will say the second she's needed, she's probably gonna come with you, Psyche. Is that it's not said, but like out of anywhere to go, unless she's really needed somewhere, she's gonna come to you.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, before we enact plans, one last 30-second thing of... Dub's gonna walk over to Mark and be like, hey, so you know how I chose that name? Because, I mean, you know everything with my dad. Can I keep Dub as a middle name, though?
Smart.
Never had a middle name.
That is your choice, and you can definitely make it.
I hug him.
He hugs you back. You see Mark pulls back, pulls out his pistol, loads it with some rubber bullets. Let's go fuck up some corporations.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Carl's stuffing Molotovs.
We
Yeah!
did it well!
We've radicalized our tiny child from the stars.
Yes.
Like, one panel is just him crying, and then the other one
Shout out to Chris.
We're doing this.
Hey, wait.
Hey, Brennan, our big bads are capitalism.
Shout out to Brenly Mulligan.
Weren't you looking for Holly?
Oh, Russ. Oh.
You could.
Do you want it? Before everything.
You
The
could
thing
let.
is, I've talked to Vanish about it. I don't know that walking around random streets would pay off. Like, if it's not easily findable in a database,
Yeah.
tonight is not the time for me to go look.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we
I
go.
stick up my hand. I promise you, when the time comes, I will help you find her.
I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to all roll initiative.
Let's go.
Velocity is going to be rolling with you guys. Your heroes, mentors will be acting with your guys' initiatives in the various places they're going. Hell yes. Here we go. We're gonna need just a second while I make sure I figure out all of these initiatives properly.
We can finally use the double tag team move that we created.
You guys have some double tag team moves. You guys
Yes!
have some other, like you guys have prepared well for these fights. You've leveled up. You have power and information. Here we go. I'm going just based off of my random order that I kind of have here. Psyche,
Synth 20.
synthetic 20. Well done. Cabaret,
10. Do I have advantage on initiative? I can't remember.
You do not.
Right, that's a different character. Sorry,
Uh,
I have too much to do.
Velocity
I feel that.
gets a 23.
Woo!
He has advantage, fun fact. Carl.
Carl got an 18.
Well done, Carl. Thwack.
24.
24. Well done, heroes. Toast Boy.
Rust got an at 1.
Oh.
Which goes up to a 3.
Probably because I
That
brought
might help.
Molly.
At first I thought
Yeah,
it was the
he
lowest
just kind of
roll.
freezes.
8 for Eaglet.
All you hear is.
Here we go.
Up
I
and
have to
starting.
roll.
Where you
Uh,
guys? Let's go.
His eyes have the like loading signals.
No, it's like the windows, boom, boom, waiting for it to hit the corner of the eye.
No, it's the dial-up noises.
Sorry, I'm going to move my tray
Um,
so that I'm not blocking path to pizza.
Brute actually act on the same
You want big pizza?
initiative.
No, you go with apple.
Doda?
Yeah.
Doda?
Haven't
Doda?
eaten apple
Doda?
yet.
Nitra.
many
Yep,
Dodas?
that's good for him.
Kind of does.
Dota Dragon's
What is
Blood.
Doda?
Yeah.
Doda. Is that Doda able to be
Got that
cracked into?
cranberry ginger.
Want to spray cranberry?
Oh yeah, it is ginger.
Here we go. I'm putting everyone into the initiative right now. Here we go. I have to. The initiative I will be sending out to our group chat right now.
Yeehaw.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be big.
Check your slack.
In terms of just severity. Yes. I have here. In initiative order, I've sent it to the One Shots group chat. Thwack will be going first. Velocity will be going second. Psyche, you'll be going next. As Carl will go after. Cabaret, then Eaglet. Toast Boy, you'll be bringing up the rear.
Is that your
What?
room for? Oh, that's for Carl, not for Toast Boy. Is Toast Boy at 38? Is he at 45 too?
You're gonna hate to
Yeah, Toast Boy and Cabaret's maximums are at 45.
Toast Boy and Cabaret's maxes are at 45? Yep, that's on me. My bad.
All good. Also, that was kind of terrifying. I love those musics. Very good.
Cabaret's max is 45, same with Toast Boy. That's on me. I forgot to update them from last time.
All good, dude. You're
So
okay.
I'm going to apply healing.
This is spoopy time.
And Cabaret. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. We are starting with Thwack. And technically also Psyche, you will be here. It's kind of that dual initiative, even though you'll have your separate turns right now. You have the goal of finding your father and hitting Orange. I will say this. Hermes and Velocity have already left. They waited an hour. They have that ready. Hermes is going to give the speed kill drug to Animato, just in case. He and Velocity have left to go hit Yellow, Saffron Holding. Owlman also left immediately to go start hitting all of Azure Company. As that is happening, you guys have options. You know there was the temple down in the Amazon rainforest. That's confusing. You know the Master Mages also hit up the Pyramids of Giza, you know, the Egyptian pyramids. What would you like to try?
Sounds bad, but you could also try Notre Dame.
I think it's gotta be older than that.
Okay.
For sure older, yeah.
All right.
You could go up to Minnesota and check the mounds.
Oh, actually? Yeah.
There's a lot of places you could try it.
Yeah. I'll go with Dr. Bellamy on this one.
Alright, Doc.
Could I see if I can just like recall anything regarding any of this stuff with like facts of
Go ahead and roll me a history check. And
stuff I even learned in like the paleontology club as I've been like studying it and like trying to figure more out about myself.
hell yeah. Roll me a history check. What's your current modifier?
I got you. Because we know we have comms, I will be making jokes
2.
for Carl the entire time.
Technically, I will allow you to use Dr. Bellamy's, which is a +4 right now.
No, actually, no. He's with the mic. You're gonna get. Where do you think I gained my punch?
That's sad.
Oof.
Not as sad about
8.
8.
I mean, I got that from him.
Wait, 10. Because it's
10.
4.
It's going to go then based off of kind of you, the player's knowledge then. There's nothing more you
Okay.
really can gain, in a good way, of there's temples. There's places old gods have been rumored to be. It's up to you guys then.
Well, the pyramids is where they were seen last.
It's
And
true.
most recently, I guess.
Most recently,
You
just a
guys
few
left,
months
huh?
ago.
And I'm still trying to figure out how old you are.
Oh, I
When did-
was a prodigy.
Well, yeah.
Child prodigy.
No, I know, but like,
Right. It was
where
only
in time that came
a
from.
couple of years ago,
You said his uncle disappeared a couple years ago.
Okay.
which is
That's when
he
like
was
it
on the
blanks out.
expedition.
So that could mean maybe longer. Could mean just
I'm
a
giving him
couple
a
years
solid
ago.
19.
Okay.
Maybe 19. Yeah. Never know.
Okay. Yeah.
Teenager, you're good.
Probably still a teenager, maybe, unless you really just got warped in time.
Do we have teleporters?
You have the teleporters at the pyramid can get you to good general places right now.
Okay. Would we quicker have a teleporter to the pyramids or to some random temple in the jungle?
Definitely the pyramids.
Let's check the
They're
pyramids.
like 5 minutes outside of downtown Giza.
Yeah, right. Like
they,
it's
they are
So,
not in the middle of the
That's
okay.
basically it's gonna be where we can hit with the teleporters and fast. Because we're just checking.
You're gonna go check then the pyramids of Giza. Go ahead and both roll me investigation checks. While you do so, just so that everyone's aware, Velocity is on deck, but he is out doing other stuff. That means Psyche, you'll be acting, of course, with. That's kind of why, since Velocity is off cam right now, that makes Carl, you'll be on deck.
That was a couple in for me.
15. I rolled a 13.
Oh, I got a 14.
14. Immediately, it is what was early morning for you guys. Now in Cairo, much later in the day.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Hot sun overhead, moving through, easy enough to just spot the pyramids in the distance from the teleporter, moving through downtown, getting out, walking your way there. Within moments, you are standing by these great pyramids of Giza. On your checks, you are not seeing anything immediately, and you're wondering, as far as mission reports said, they were like hovering around the top in this chanting circle at the plinths of, or at the top of the pyramid. You might have to try to go up, which would take some time, of course, or you could make other checks around here to like naturally just try to maybe magically bloodhound sniff things out. Because if you have other spells or just other abilities, that might be possible. While that's happening,
If only I could cast Hunter's Mark on your dad.
you'd have to see him first is the problem, yeah.
See, now if you could.
Picture of it?
I'll check the spell. I might be a cool DM. No, I'm kidding.
Man, I should have done that in the dream.
See, within range is the problem. Yeah, so in the dream it may have worked since you were technically there, but as of right now, it doesn't work. Carl, with you being on deck, I'll let you guys kind of like take a moment to think about it. Ooh, we're in a loose initiative right now.
Do you guys know where the lid to the ice cream went?
It's somewhere on the table. I'm so sorry. Oh, unless we threw it away, in which case, eat. I'm kidding. Carl, you and
For time
the
being, it will
Mark
go in the freezer, but I will
are
continue.
starting your approach to this strange area. Gray Industries, you weren't a part of the Vanguard at the time when all this went down. And so going in, there's already not a lot of people early in the morning here. It's a plant, like anything big starting may have already happened later in the night, and so not a lot of people are coming in and out.
Sweet.
What would you like to do now that you're here?
So I'm gonna put on a hard hat, so I look like a junior safety inspector, and I'm gonna walk into the building.
You don't wear 'em.
Go ahead, give me a
Carl
natural
doesn't know that.
deception check.
Guys,
Excuse me. Mark is going to
sugar.
follow suit in that very like Batman kind of like, I'm here to be here. Look at me.
It's a 14.
14. Mark rolled much better, thankfully. As 14 does beat the DC 15. It's a bit harder thing to just pass, especially at your size. Mark walking in, though, you guys are moving in and
I
around.
look like an intern.
Exactly right. You look like the dude that's like, I'm here to learn. Moving through Gray Industries. I need to ask you a very big question. Would you in any way try to be stealthy? Meaning, like, I don't want people to look at me even though I look like I should be here? Or would it be, I'm not being stealthy, but I'm going to, because I'm, like, directly
No,
looking at
I'm owning it as in, like,
Okay.
no, we're here. Like, we're not going to be obtrusive to people's jobs, but we're not trying to hide or sneak around. We're doing the hiding in plain sight.
Excellent. Ooh, okay. As you and Mark do this, I'm going to make a check.
for you. So you can grab what you want.
I have to... Carl, yep, beats passive perception. You guys are looking around. There's not a lot of people in today. In fact, part of you wonders why there isn't, because it looks like there's a lot of stuff that will be moving out soon. Like, there's a lot of trucks, a lot of things going in and out. As you are there, you hear a voice above you. Ooh. Looks like we got ourselves a little trespassers.
I'm a minor. Daddy. He doesn't care.
Sleep spell, Carl, the sleep spell hits for 49 points.
Oh.
You are unconscious.
Snooze.
As something hits Mark. This is in twofold. A spell hits you, into Mark. I'm gonna make Mark's check.
If he falls on me and deals me damage, I wake up.
That is an @1.
Oof.
Mark has a 1 in 8 chance of falling on top of you, I'll say. On an 8. That's a 2.
Bless you.
Bless you twice.
Like,
As you guys went to Gray Industries and they had guards. As Carl, your turn comes to a conclusion. Before we go back to Cabaret and Eaglet, with you guys, did you think of a way you want to investigate in and around the pyramids, and what do you want to try?
I think being inobtrusive, stealthy. It's a huge tourist trap. We can't just like scale the pyramid, you know. There's-
Yeah.
Like I could turn us both invisible and we could scale it, but that would take time.
Mhm.
But maybe just going in,
'Kay.
investigating, trying to find any secret
could,
passages, anything like that.
there were the old kind of tombs that they kind of found in them.
Want
that
to go
we could
inside?
Turn invisible and go into those.
Go ahead then. Give me stealth checks at advantage. That's a really good plan.
Okay. I'm with a natural 19, so that's a 22.
22 is insanely good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You both succeed. I will tell you what you find. You take this time turning yourself invisible, finding these entrances that are normally heavily guarded. When you're invisible, it's so easy to get through. Entering into this tomb. After some time, you make it through the first entryway. Thankfully, due to people that have come in here before who have roped off and marked areas, you know not to go down the false passageways, again, meant to deter robbers, and find your way into the final resting places. What you both notice in this final resting place is what looks to be a brand spanking fancy golden door right in the side of the tomb. As in, where the sarcophagi would be are not there. You know, these tombs have been plundered already. It's very disrespectful, but that's life.
That's the British
In the
Museum.
wall, though, there is a golden door that looks like it was put in like a month ago. Way too clean and nice in this dark, dusty tomb.
I don't have any like thieves tools or anything like that. Let's see if I have any. I do have shape water, so I could freeze a lock.
You could do so. I will say it would take up any water rations you would have with you guys. Just in that, like, so you couldn't use it like a bunch of times, because like, well, I could use it now and probably not later.
Yeah.
If you want to do so, that I will allow is easy enough to break a lock.
Yep.
That's using a form of spell, using up the water just to freeze, expand it, breaking open the lock. The door swings open. Inside, smoke, purple rugs, a long hallway leading deeper into rooms that shouldn't exist. We are going to cut now Cabaret and Eaglet. Where are you guys heading? Directly to Detroit, to the areas you know?
Is that where Scarlet Headquarters is?
No, Scarlet Headquarters, it's kind of like Azure. They've got some places all around. This is the place, though, that you know of. That's like, there's chemicals there, there's stuff that are like, we know stuff exists here.
And worst case scenario, we can like
You can
grab some sort of like, we can bring a vial or something to try and like analyze the chemicals later, or like.
Well, I brought that. I also brought a couple Trojan horses.
Yeah, to get info off the computers and stuff.
Also, specifically for the computers with the security footage.
Okay. Going in, do you guys want to start stealth?
Once, of course, they probably would have wiped stuff.
Or
but
do you want to try to just like go fast in and out?
Stealth might be a good start because I was also thinking of maybe throwing up like a detect magic for that just in case. Like, can I recognize anything while we're there?
But it's not in.
Say it one more time because I'm trying to figure out what check that is.
Well, I was just
Or
thinking
just
we'll probably, unless Eleanor disagrees, probably try stealth. And I was thinking like I might, like when we get there, just throw up a detect magic to see if anything pings.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
So-
I heard detect magic. I'm like, wait. So is that Arcana? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead
No,
then.
for
Roll me
stealth.
stealth checks.
I am not the best at stealth, but I'm not
I'm
terrible.
pretty good at it. I also have the invisibility spell.
Do you want to use it
that's
before you
not
go
bad.
in?
That one's cocked.
That helped.
It gives
well,
you
I just
advantage.
got an 18.
I mean,
These
why
are a lot
not?
of people we're working with. Done. Invisibility.
Oh,
you have
wait.
advantage.
Cool. Roll with advantage.
Good, because I did, and then I was like realizing, wait, why did I do that? So I'll just take it.
Okay. So
No, you roll with advantage.
invisibility's a level 2, but I've lost one level 2.
I'm so jealous of your whoosh.
Whoosh.
Kind of just curls at the end.
What'd you get?
Running over. Stealth plus 8. 17 plus 8.
25. 25 and
18.
18. You pass through undetected by the people that you see and hear. Everyone is employees going about their day. No one passes you. It's easy enough to sidestep. Looks like a completely normal factory.
Can I have
Eventually,
a GoPro on my
you
chest?
find two places.
GoPro on my chest?
Yeah.
Or Herself or the camera.
Nothing pings for me.
Detect magic as you get close to the big chemical vats. High levels of necromantic magic
Okay.
in these vats.
But I'm not feeling any magic come off Cabaret.
Not currently.
Oh,
No, you're invisible right. Oh, I will say this. Your rolls will still work because it's easy, kind of like if you guys had cast spells, or you did shape water. By casting a spell, your rolls already happen. It's like you use the invisibility to find places to hide and then cast a spell. I'm not like a dick to be like ooh.
We are invisible too, right?
You still are. But by casting a spell, it would have dropped for you.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
getting
will
whatever
be
the
your backup.
invisibility is giving off, but nothing from her that matches.
With
the
your
vats.
invisibility still up,
It's
the
still
invisibility still up, there is a faint pinging trace. It's that
So my
detect
magic
magic.
into that-
If you were to ever have cast detect magic
Uh-huh.
and not been here, I would have gone, yep, your friend has magic.
Mm-hmm.
In this moment, you know there's somehow a necromantic energy with your friend.
I'll hand
Okay,
her a
so
vial.
yeah,
Can you
well,
fly down? Or do you want me to jump in?
do not.
I won't.
Okay,
I
so
just thought it'd be
hold
funny.
a while, but I also wanted to try a divine sense then, because knowing this is necromantic, maybe there is fiendish stuff. I didn't want to try that because I was like, oh, it's too niche. I'd prefer the divine, the detect magic because it'll catch any school of magic. But if I know this is necromantic, I'm gonna use a divine sense really quickly to just see if that picks up.
Divine sense is 60 feet, correct?
I believe so.
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
you will-
60 feet.
The vat is filled with celestial energy.
It's celestial but necromantic? What?
60 feet behind you is a fiend.
Alright. Can we see this fiend?
As
Yeah, I'm
turning
not
around
gonna
though, the second you feel that energy sense, something moves at quick speed right up behind you. You shouldn't have come here.
But because I sensed it, it doesn't surprise us.
Not surprising you. We will get to that in a moment.
Nice!
Is that the same voice as?
That's
Master.
That's
It's
cool.
Myrrh. Eaglet, excellently
Murder! Judas!
No.
Not being a paladin!
done. Toast Boy.
You
You and Recharge are together. You see Hank just. Alright, buddy. Your point. What we
okay.
doing?
First off, we're gonna go get you a razor,
No, I'm fine.
Hank. It'll take 5 minutes, and people will actually be able to look at you and respect you.
Bold words coming from a possible plant.
If I am a plant, I'm a perfect one that has all of Toast Boy's memories.
Shut the fuck up.
And this is the worst
He
you've ever
is gonna
looked.
go and shave. He comes back clean shaved. Alright.
Okay, I vote we go in loud.
Okay. Violet Stores going into their main offices corporation.
Wasn't all of her
Busting down a dollar.
Kicking down the door.
It's mainly to get Hermes in and out.
You see Recharge. Okay. Superior Law states we can go in. We only have about an hour before we'll need a warrant if we can't find anything. So what do you want to do with our ploy? We can go in loud. We can kind of just start roughing people up saying we're going to be here and do this. Or I could do that, give you some stealth, or vice versa.
So is it like the C or the headquarters of Violet that we're going to? I assume it's not like a Radio Shack. It's
Yes,
like,
this is the headquarters where they have, kind of like Azure, their big R&D stuff, a lot of their big offices, located in California. San Diego area, though, not San Fran, so not near Alcatraz. It's like
Okay.
lower.
I think this is what we should do.
Okay.
We should palm as many Trojans as we can get before we leave the pyramid. Then when we get there, beeline for the server room, rip as many as we can, then you fry it.
Okay. Alright, trust that. I made a roll. That is 1 Trojan.
We had 5.
We had 5, so...
We wouldn't have taken any.
So you could have 6. That would get you a decent amount.
And you said you took like
I took 1.
So I
So
could have 5.
5.
I feel like we should have more of these things somewhere, but
You see, recharge. We make tens to hundreds all the time. Heroes use these nonstop these days.
no, for sure. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, just supply and demand.
Yep.
So let's stealth until we get to the server room and then get real loud.
Okay, going in, we're gonna make some stealth checks then. Not terrible.
Well, we'll see. My modifier's not great. Let's start loud. I rolled a 7.
Recharge got a 12.
That's
You try Sky Stupid. You're not even like 20 feet. Is that Recharge and Toast Boy? Or like some random dude with like bagel and coffee in hand?
Do a flip!
No way! I thought you guys were like Portland.
I take his bagel and I keep walking.
What the hell? That was my bagel. You're going in like immediately. People are coming. Recharge Toast Boy. It's a pleasure to
Are
see
we
you.
like at the building right now?
Yes, as it was trying to stealth in immediately, like
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were just like.
like
okay.
not even a few feet
On
in.
the
Oh
street.
shit, we are already being spotted.
Okay, if there's like, is it like a crowd or is it just like a handful of people?
It's slowly becoming a crowd because people are starting to go Toast Boy. Well, it looks different, but that's Recharge. Is that Toast Boy? That's why a lot of people.
Mhm.
First, it was just kind of that, like, no way.
Wait, is
People
it
are now
Toast Boy
going,
dead?
hey, wait a second. Like, that looks like a dead hero. Like,
yeah.
element of surprise.
element of surprise.
Everybody, I'd like to announce something. We've partnered with Violet Industries. We are having a flash sale. Everybody is welcome to go inside and grab as much as they want and take it. And I kick the doors open.
I
Use
need
this
you.
Black Friday to
I'm
this
going
place.
to say this. Give me
Genius.
a persuasion check. I want to
He's
call
gotta
it.
get advantage for that.
With advantage. You have just offered
you know
a Black
what holiday
Friday.
season it is.
This is the
too.
holiday
A free
season.
Black
It is
Friday.
December.
With the like experimental, like cutting edge. This is like me being
Yeah.
like,
You
have
just
an
kicked open the
iPhone
doors to
16
Apple.
Yeah.
today.
If it wasn't clear, Apple Violet. But is that like, look, take.
That one's kind of.
I wish I was there because then I would help.
Well, that's a.
Oh, Recharge will give the help action for sure.
I already have advantage. You already said I.
Oh
have
yeah. Sorry.
Unless I could get double advantage.
No.
You should allow that. You should.
That's a 13.
13. You see, all these people stop.
That's chaos.
A lot of people. What? This is a corporate building. We're allowed to just take their computers?
Recharge, you tell them. I'm gonna go get mine right now, and I
You
run.
run in. Recharge is gonna stop and take a few more rounds trying to like get it. You are going to run in. It'll be a good ways in. You're still a bit away from any server stuff.
Well.
Well,
Well, shit.
we are starting now into what I'm going to call true initiative. Thwack. You and Psyche are starting to head in through the hallway. Do you want to keep advancing? Do you want to wait? Or is there anything else you want to do?
I'm currently invisible. You are not. I just asked you if you want me to
I mean,
hold till you are able to get it up for yourself, or do you want me to go on ahead?
you can go on ahead. I will.
Okay.
Invisible when I can.
Okay.
You start going in. Thwack. With your movement, you reach a altruistic room. There is a plinth in the middle, not quite like the one you saw, but instead of a sacrificial altar, you think, it is more of a table where around it are many chairs. You see the seats are filled. There are 3 people in this room. You're completely fine. Your stealth roll from earlier is holding with the invisibility. There are 3 people in here. Does Thwack speak Abyssal?
I don't think I did
kidding?
languages.
Do you speak Abyssal? I know you do. Sorry, that's why I think it's funny. I'm like, Yeah.
I didn't think that would come into play at all, but
No,
You do not understand what they're saying.
I kind of just.
well, we have comms.
If you turn up your comms, I'll ask for a flat stealth check. Because there's always one. If you turn up comms high enough to get a ton of ambient sound, like people talking, there's always the chance of like, ooh, is there feedback? Are people gonna overhear some weird stuff? And it's not a bad possibility. It's a really low DC, if I'm being honest, but it's a possibility.
It's up to you. I'm not gonna force it.
It's a good action, but I have to warn you of the risk.
Could I? While I'm. Yeah, might as well.
Go ahead and make me a stealth check flat.
That's flat without adding proficiencies or any of.
Oh, still
That or
proficient. It's
just-
still, yeah, normal. It's still a stealth roll, yeah.
Just no advantage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That is an 18.
18 still beats
Solid.
passive. You can hear how quick translate. These people are talking in Abyssal. You hear the following conversation. We've tried the pyramid before. It's too open. But at this point, another interjects. When we went down to the mine temples, it just didn't work. You saw what happened. It took so much cleaning and scrubbing. One just go. I think we gotta revisit the underwater temples. There's gotta be something over there. The third speaks and chills you to the core as you hear your father. Whatever we do, we need to do it fast. They're moving up production and they're scared of these little shits getting close. That's what you hear on your turn. You might get stuff on your turn as it keeps going.
How wholesome. Your dad
Well, I
called you a
don't-
little shit.
know if he knows that I'm
Oh, while
a super.
I
Yeah.
want to bonus action and just probably giant smite myself while I'm still
Yeah.
invisible, because it's not
Not a spell.
something
It's
that'll turn me. I just want to
That is
boost
so
stuff.
intimidating.
just this invisibly inflating balloon. Like, the outline, very cartoonesque, this dotted line just behind these three chatting at a table. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Definitely, though, that's a easy bonus action to get that ready and prepped.
Yeah, and just have my weapons at the ready.
That is the master's
In
turn.
case I need
We
them.
cut back to Scarlet Industries.
Wait, he still gets a turn before us?
In fact, he does.
No!
You know, after Thwack's turn, he's gonna take a legendary action.
Hey,
Why not? Before even his turn.
who?
One creature, eh? I need Eaglet.
Mm-hmm.
What if she doesn't have to?
Oh,
What if I use my bumbling fool feat? Like the thing
Is it a
with
reaction?
I think I can use it as a reaction. Hold on.
Double check.
Satire, tumbling fool. When I tumble. Dang it, bonus action. Shit.
I need you to
Bummer.
make me a quick wisdom saving throw, Eaglet.
Remind me,
Trying
do
to
my
throw myself in the
auras
way.
help me?
Yes, they
or-
do. They add into yourself.
Awesome.
So right now, you being together, you both have that +4 to saving throws.
Wasn't it just a plus?
It's
yeah,
using
it's +4.
+4.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought you had an 18.
So this is a wisdom saving throw?
Correct.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless.
Blessings.
Blessings.
That's a nat 20 plus 14.
Oh my shit. As he
Shit.
tries to cast Crown of Madness on you, doesn't work. You see, he goes, oh. Very well. Cool.
Get fucked.
He is going to use then his legendary reaction to take that nat 20 for what he wants to do, as he's going to
What?
replicate it.
He can do that?
He's
That's
God.
so
He's a devote.
gross.
He can replicate anything he wants to.
He at least has a stat blocker, right?
Oh, he does have a
This
stat block.
isn't
No,
the
that would be
last time we
insanely
fought a
busted.
god.
No, he is
There's
not an
stat block.
actual god, but he is an alien that can perfectly replicate. And so by seeing that, by being close enough, he is
I
gonna.
get that.
It does burn it. He doesn't get it like all the time. If that helps, like I'll let you know. Like this is what he now has saved, but he's gonna keep it at 20 in the chamber. That's gonna make his actual turn now.
So gross.
What?
He is going to
Not. However.
take a quick old peek around. Just he's assuming like you're both there. Actually, I have to check. Oh gosh, yeah, he's got true sight. My bad.
Boo.
In looking at this, he is going. Yeah. Looking at you guys, just now, not here. Let's go ahead and go somewhere a little more private. As he is going to cast teleport to try to take you guys somewhere. You are unwilling creatures, so I need you to make me a. I want to say it's a wisdom save throw. I'm just quickly trying to check. Unwilling creature. Bum. Why does it not tell me? Similar area. Yeah, and I'm just gonna call intelligence. I can't find it.
Intelligence or wisdom? Because you said wisdom first.
Oh, did I say wisdom? Yeah, I'm gonna call it wisdom. You both have that +4 though, thanks to Aura.
A +4 plus whatever I have?
Yes.
Yes.
It's my paladin aura.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Cabaret, you've got a decent plus there, right? So
22.
22.
For everything,
Okay.
every saving throw.
What'd you get?
I am rolling right now.
Google.
What's 8 plus 14? 22?
22.
22. 22.
22. This is wild.
Might be lying.
Wow.
His spell save DC
Oh, please don't tell me.
is 23.
I can use my point of inspiration.
Please do so.
Try it.
Let's talk.
I'd rather you get out than me.
That's a 12 plus 14. 26.
26. You succeed. Cabaret.
Before we go, I throw the GoPro on the ground, along with the Trojan horses.
Okay. You throw those on the ground. They are here.
They are at Scarlet Industries.
Yes.
Excellent. You have the GoPro and 2
Psyche.
Trojan horses.
I don't like
At the
being
end of
separated,
Master's
though.
turn,
No,
that
but
is
now he doesn't have that.
your
stuff.
turn.
But I have all the radiant damage.
Psyche.
As a fiend.
Your friend is down the hallway. You're
be fine.
hearing this
I need you
conversation.
to get at least.
You
a
have
roll of
action
the
move.
acid.
Your movement will get you there, but action or bonus action
I'm sure
is the
August
thing
will
right
let
now.
us be like, and we plan to get a bottle of acid. Get
Let's
the recordings
say,
from.
Oh, my bonus action would be to do like use my sorcery points for like careful spell or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. Do careful spell and just prep
Held action. Yes, I love
a
it.
spell.
Okay.
Um,
What spell do you want to prep? That's the only thing you really have to decide now.
enemies abound.
Hell yeah, that's a great one. You prep this and can then keep listening in.
And I'll start moving onward.
As this happens, you start moving in onwards, you're going to be listening. You hear one of the other two speak. Well, if you want my opinion, I think we've waited too long. Promises were made ages ago, and look where we are. Still in hiding. You hear your father quit back, just, will you shut up? We are on the pinnacle of a revolution. Not of thought, not of mind, but of divinity. We can wait. And after all, what's another year? What's another body? What's another mistake? Hearing your dad say, you get close enough. I will say, not close enough to prompt a stealth check, so you won't be completely in the room, of course, but like waiting outside. Psyche, the end of your turn. Carl,
Well, we're only playing for 20 minutes.
you are still asleep.
snoozing. Do I get saving throws at the end of my turn, or is it until I take damage?
Until you take damage
Okay,
right now.
cool.
As at the end of Carl's turn, a legendary legendary
Jackman.
action is coming from Master. He's going to use his communicator. He pulls out a device, eaglet. It looks very similar to the one Carl described.
Well, can I see him? Did he teleport somewhere with her?
No, he used teleport against you.
Oh,
As
so
he's-
I'm alone with him. And
As you're,
she's-
he
okay.
was trying to send you both
I
somewhere.
was on the same page as you.
So,
yeah,
yes,
I was very confused.
He was
about
trying
that.
to like push you guys somewhere
Wait.
and then do
So
something.
you disappeared out of existence, and I'm with him here in Star.
Mhm. I will get to where you are in a second.
Should
Which is
should I
the
call?
reason why you tried to throw the stuff on the ground is because you thought you were going with him, but
Yeah. I mean, either way, I guess I still
Sorry.
need it.
He
but
clicks the
that's way I survived.
communicator. You don't see them. What happens as for a second, eyes kind of glaze, comes back in focus. In the room, what you see and eventually you hear, the third mage that you think is Psyche's dad stomps, comes back out. We need to move. Cast him now. You see the two next to your dad are going to be casting
you got that hell to action though.
a
I do.
detect magic for one of them, and the other one is going to be casting a big old spell.
So
First,
I
detect magic.
I heard the
Yes.
we need to go now. And I have my spell that I was holding. I'm gonna cast that on my dad. Or whomever
Oh,
is inhibiting my father right now. Inhabiting my
I
father.
knew what you meant.
You cast enemies bound. Your dad is going to make a big old concentration check for his intelligence.
That is a great
Uh,
spell.
I will let you know. It is a +9. Your dad is wicked smart. This is one of his better stats. Has to beat though your spell save DC.
Punch your dad in the face.
Wow. What's your spell save DC exactly?
16.
16. I will let you know. He just rolled a synthetic 15. He has a magic resistance, meaning he always rolls twice, takes the better for magic. But he could fail. He already did. Holy shit. That is a 2.
So he
Meaning
double
on the
failed.
higher, he only got a
Kill
synthetic
your
15.
dad. Kill your dad.
No, he's gonna kill his comrades.
Unfortunately,
Whoa.
And the careful spell was to make sure Thwack was not in that line of fire.
yes. This creature cannot distinguish friend from foe. It chooses to target the creature. Oh my gosh. You see, like, it's that immediate, like, one of the mages casts his shut up, there's someone here invisible. I'm sensing your Jordan. Yorda. Intrude us. And is immediately pulling out massive spells and is going to attack his companions.
Heck
Holy
yeah.
shit, Psyche, well done. Before we get to what your
Manipulate
dad
that
does,
mansplaining.
Leroy Palmer, Cabaret,
Oh shit.
you are appearing somewhere.
Okay.
The governor's mansion.
Oh my gosh.
Trash.
As you are
You're in the
appearing,
rainforest.
immediately you realize you're in a different part of the world. This is not
Done.
Detroit, as the sun feels different, everything feels wild.
I don't think we're in Detroit anymore.
Yeah.
Just once.
I hate that.
Just once.
You think you are in a dark, dank jungle.
Oh.
Somewhere where there's no sunlight, as the temple you are standing upon seems enclosed in treetop.
Does
You
this
know-
match the description of what Black said?
Oh, you know it matches the description.
I go in the comms. Flack.
I have to make a check because you are very out of range right now, but we will see.
Oh, come on. These are both communicators.
It's
Come
you are not only so far across the world, you are technically underground because of the trees. I will say though, 18 comms still work for you.
on. Good.
They may not consistently work. That's important to know. But in this moment, all of you will be able to
remember
hear
the words now. Scarlet Strike Team compromised. He was there. Eaglet is now facing Mark V alone. I have been sent to the temple that Thwack described in his dream. I am in the Amazon. This might be a double black diamond.
Excellent.
I'm voting. Basically, it's not saying do it, but this is Cabaret voting double black diamond.
All right. That'll have to happen on your turn, Psyche, because that's an action of like calling in your mentor, triggering this. Your father's going.
Click.
You see these two mages. Holy shit! How? Yeah, enemies abound. These are his enemies. He's gonna use it. Your father, being a sorcerer, is going to twin cast Disintegrate on these two mages here. And see,
Yo!
here's the rock. There are enemies here. We believe. Yes, there are enemies. Your father whips off the cloak. You see shaved head into the Egyptian-like patterns, eye, golden tattoo around. Boom! Twin Disintegrate hits the compatriots as they I killed the rock, will destroy the intruders. I will be even recognized as a god. As your father, Leroy Palmer, stands now, robe cast aside in battle mage armor, as his former companions, what would have been a high-level spell that could have hit both of you, killed his compatriots. In this moment, though, there are no more physical enemies that abound. That's important to note, as he has just killed his friends.
Abound.
I will say, I mean, I don't know if you're that mean of a DM, but I didn't do the protection on myself, just whack.
It depends on if he's going to go, because he did just get something in his mind.
That's true.
So you watch, in a good way, he stomps. You watch as he is going to reach under the table, object interaction, trigger something.
No.
As hologram appears in front of him, you do not recognize the face of this person, but you want your father. We have been compromised. The master calls us. Initiate lockdown. You see his face nods as your father stops, and he does not go anywhere. But you have the feeling he's trying to. He's like trying to do a bunch of stuff. So he has started lockdown. You don't know what that means yet. Cool. At the end of Leroy Palmer's turn, Eaglet, that is you.
Good. All right. Bonus action, Divine Favor.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me mark down that spell used. And then I'm gonna take my 2 attacks with my mace.
Yes, excellently done. Have to. Yep.
All right, one of those is 14.
14 will miss.
17 for the other one.
17 misses.
Are you kidding me?
You think it's close because this dude is engaged with you. You boom, 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 starting in, and he is just like ducking and moving and using the side of his arm to help block your blows. As you do this, he's the Princess of Fine. How interesting to find you here, and not on your world where you're supposed to be.
I make my own plans.
Then it is unfortunate for you that you have stumbled into mine. The master's going to take another legendary at the end then. As you start into this battle with him, he is once again gonna try to teleport you. Go ahead and make me another wisdom save. He's really trying.
Oh, well, that was a terrible roll, so it might actually work this time. 16.
16. He says, I will deal with you in a moment. Boom! And you feel that same Cabaret. You catch Eagle as she stumbles out. Boom! You grab your friend. You're both in the temple.
Hey, DM, because I misunderstood what you were describing in the teleport, can I please still have the GoPro and the items on me? Because I thought that...
We were acting on the erroneous information that he was like
Alright. Making a quick check. Excellent. Using your father, Leroy, is going to use his legendary action. Important to know, he only has one. I'll kind of give that. He gives a legendary action real quick as
Well, ones are they manslate, manipulate, or male wife?
reaches in, very not like this arcade mage looking like eye swirling, the golden eye tattoo, pulls out an Apple Watch, taps it twice. You hear a voice just, hello?
Wait. Because I got a nat 20 earlier, I should have gotten my inspiration back.
You should have gotten a point of
I still have
inspiration.
it. So I'm gonna reroll that save.
Please do so. Please do. Fuck him up.
Oh, what's a 14 plus 14? 28?
28.
Did
You
not teleport me.
God! Knuckle down. He cannot teleport you.
Yeah, she still got her stuff, but he did not teleport me.
I will say yes. Stuff's with Cabaret.
Thank you.
Your
Okay,
father.
so I now do not have inspiration, but...
You hear, yeah. We've been compromised. Initiate breakout. You hear, you got it, boss.
Oh.
that sounds like Alcatraz, but we've got...
Alcatraz.
Immediately, you all here on communicator vanish. We're in something big's going down at Alcatraz. Animator's already been taken out. Something big's going down.
Double black diamond.
Double black diamond.
We'll get to that in a second. Toast Boy, you are running through. Yeah, easy enough. Recharge has convinced people to just start swarming the building, and we'll catch up to you using dash, everything.
Beautiful.
Moving in, you see the servers ahead. There are 2 armed guards that immediately whip out pistol. Just, we need you to halt. We are ordering you to halt.
I just keep on running.
They are then going to take some shots at you. With your 16, damn it. Boom, boom, boom. They miss completely. You see they're going after you because as Recharge is running up, he's technically still behind you. You're that first target. They miss. What would you like to do?
Well, first, how tall is this building?
This building is about 5 stories tall.
Okay, cool. And what do we know what floor the servers are on? Did we have time to do that prep?
Oh,
Or-
yes, easy enough. You're pretty sure the servers are on the 2nd floor. Like, these guards are halting a stairwell into the 2nd floor servers because everything else takes you to elevators to the rest of the building.
Okay, yeah. So I can just run right past them into the elevators, right? Or would I have to?
You might have to stop them, as they might opportunity attack you. They might try to follow you.
Yeah, I'm just running.
Cool.
Actually, wait. What I will do is I will summon my tentacles.
Gosh.
Because it's a bonus action. So I'm just running, and they just break out of the floor. I can only make 1 attack, but I'll just swipe at one of the dudes with
Please do so.
They at 24. I would
24.
assume
It hits. As tentacle kind of pulls him to the ground.
Okay, that guy takes 7 damage.
Immediately
and
down.
Okay, perfect.
This is a commoner with a gun. Like most guards really are.
Yeah.
Commoner, his quirk?
Gun.
And I swipe his key card, slash it through the elevator.
Object actually, hell yeah. Yeah, this dude's like, like being pulled into this dark Ethereum. The other guy, holy fuck, like, is just trying to
You're
shoot.
not paid enough for this.
I
press a button to go up the floor.
He is not. On a nat 1, you see this dude just like, fuck this, and turns and runs.
Recharge then goes into the deep to get the gun.
Yeah, Recharge immediately is pulling him
Dang it,
out
Toast
like, Toast Boy! Like, just kind of like that noise of like, dang it, now I have to stop and keep this guy from falling into whatever
The
void
abyss.
exists. Is this hell or is this New Jersey?
It's about 6,000 feet underneath.
Good
So,
lord.
New Jersey.
Toast Boy, you start running up. There is a noise ahead. You don't know what it means though.
I'm like, oh no.
As this creature, oh gosh, you're in range. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, sure can. What would be the 9?
Snide.
That is going to be a failure. You're going to take 38 points of poison damage. A big old poison breath as this huge cone rocketing down through the stairwell as you are hit full blast. You just hear Not in here, boys. Excellent. That is, you don't see the creature yet, unfortunately. Back to the top of the order. Thwack.
It's
Yes,
like,
so I'm invisible.
Mhm.
I want to basically sneak up behind him and with my gigantic hand grab his hand, and crush it so that he can't do somatic.
Oh
And then
my
cover
gosh.
his mouth
That's super dark.
with the other.
I will say, unfortunately, with the actions, it will work, but with crushing his hand, he'll still have a hand available. You will have to permanently get rid of a way to do that, if that makes sense. You would need to hit a higher attack to, like, take away the hand, if that makes sense. Grappling him to cover his mouth, though, will for sure work. So I'll give you that just quick, like, knowledge of you can go for these attacks, but one of which will need to be a little more permanent. One of them will work, but then you might not be able to do both.
Okay.
Or would just a grapple? Or are you big enough to just like arms and all?
With large, you might be able to arms and all, but then you might not be able to get the mouth. Or you can just get the mouth grapple, but you might not get the arms. You wouldn't technically be large enough to, like, really just, like, squish him up.
Okay. Could I break both of his hands?
For both of his attacks, yes. I will tell you, you'll need to roll and hit a high enough damage.
So I would need to use both of my attacks.
One for each hand, basically. And hope that the average breaks both hands.
Okay.
With Bardic Inspiration, do I
Nat
have to be
20.
able to see them?
Oh my gosh. I won't make you roll for the first one. You grab one hand. His right hand is gone. As immediately you come out of invisibility. Oh, you would have had advantage on that attack too. You now have a point of inspiration though. Go ahead, roll the second attack on the other hand to break Psyche's dad's hand.
Nat 20.
No way, is it? Is it? So he gets inspiration now.
Woo!
So Dr. Bellamy also gets inspiration.
Dr. Bellamy said no
Bellamy
hands.
Said no hands.
No way.
No hands? No
You
problem.
watch as this. Now, the time has come. You step out of
I just
invisibility.
wanna
You
grab
see
both
the
of
man
his-
who killed you. You grab both hands. Where did you come from?
That table. I was worth it.
No! Boom! You rip his hands
Heck yeah.
off
Oh my god.
as he screams
I
in
mean, I don't want to
horror.
like rip him off so that it's bloody. I just want to like.
Gone. He
Ew.
cannot.
Wait.
That is
Oh
your inspiration.
my gosh! With tuna, I
Ripple
gotta honor
him!
that. You
The
have
good
just
news is the bone's not broken.
broken.
Bad news is-
There's no bones break. Your dad is now
Honestly,
sitting there
so much
with
grosser.
no use of his hands.
He's stumped.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna action surge.
No.
Thwack! Thwack!
Thwack.
Thwack!
Oh my gosh. I have to quickly
to grapple
How many spells does he even have now?
with the
Nothing.
somatic. This is
Oh
me
my
wanting
gosh.
to cut off his
Okay,
mouth.
that's
to
a
not-
verbal. That's not a
And
verbal.
in this way,
That's a verbal. Okay, good.
Psyche
He's
can
got
have
a verbal.
therapy session. Just be like, and my dad can't talk back. You motherfucker.
Go for it. Okay, he does have a few. I'm like, I know I prepped him. Ever since Facility, I've been so nervous of giving someone all of one kind of spell. Cool. How much damage what'd you roll to hit? Sorry.
18.
18. Dang it, because he doesn't have his good stuff up yet. Yeah, 18 hits.
Yeah, and this one was just to
Grapple.
Just
grapple his
grapple.
mouth.
Oh, yeah, so he's going to roll contested strength. Oh my gosh.
Reroll.
Not high enough.
He's going to burn a legendary resistance. He has to.
Okay.
You know, yeah, if this doesn't work for him right now, he is fucked. So
Okay,
he fails the strength easily. I mean, he's got no hands. Like, he's just like, roar! And, like, legendary poof, magic burns off of him. Good lord.
Does that give him a better roll, or does that just...
It helps him just succeed. It doesn't give a better roll, it doesn't give a worse roll. It's just...
use my second...
Yes, go for it. Roll to hit.
That is a 19.
19 also hits. He's gonna roll a strength. Good lord above. That's another he cannot get captured right now. He's burning that other resistance. You just
and
burned
I can't use
you
lucky
just
to just
you just stopped
that.
this man from using any somatic spells and burn 2 resistances in 1 turn. I don't think you understand how insane of action economy you just pulled here, my friend. Thwack stomps him cold. He is going to immediately then, at the end of your turn, because I believe that's all you can do. Unless you want Hunter's Mark, because you do have the bonus action, all the stuff ready. Because you already bonus action all last turn to get big. Good hell above. This is wild.
What does Hunter Mark do again?
It allows you, I think, advantage.
I have an idea. I'm gonna text it to you again.
He's going to. Yeah, that's gonna be his one legendary right now.
You're not in the room yet.
No, I'm just outside the door.
Yeah,
So I
just
can...
you in the room. Yeah, you just hear like just screaming and bone snapping. Terrifying, really.
I'm just gonna Misty Step out the door.
Hell yes. Okay.
So he can't see me.
Can't even see you. You show up, break this dude's hands, burn 2 legendary resistances, trying to grapple, and just gone.
And I see you
gosh.
just like, or are you invisible?
Oh no, because yeah, you were just kind of naturally hiding. He's going to legendary action. He's going to cast teleport.
Oh shit.
Thankfully, it only requires verbal.
Oh, you should've
Boom,
killed him.
as Cabaret and Eaglet, a wizard you can only assume is your friend Psyche's father, comes out of
Just
a
Cabaret?
teleportation.
Right.
Wait,
Oh,
we're-
just
I was
Cabaret!
gonna say, we're not
Just
together.
Cabaret! His hands are broken
I
and
must be
twisted.
Psyche's father,
I will kill you!
and I'll kill you for what you did to her.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session, being so late. Thank you all though so much for playing. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time.
Good
Might be sooner than you think.
I just
Bye-bye.
need to hit
I
this
couldn't
guy.
even look. I couldn't even.